Hello everybody. I may have to cut things short today because I really don't have much time, but I didn't want to cancel the stream. This is a Blowhigh. He is soft and cuddly and we love him. Thank you Matcha and Izzy for the redeems. Thank you everybody for redeeming your flower of the day, and welcome into Matcha, Harry, Ren, Altibago and Izzy. I think my bot is broken because it told Matcha that it was their first time being first. But it isn't. They were first yesterday. So, not sure what's up with that. I did test it, and it worked when I did it. So, I don't know what the problem is. Sorry about that. I will try and have it fixed for a future stream. And I will retroactively give Matcha 2 firsts. Matcha says, Happy Mother's Day, everyone. As Izzy points out, Mother's Day in the UK is actually celebrated in March. So it is not Mother's Day here. But Happy Mother's Day to anybody in a country where it is. Especially if they're a mother, I guess. Yes, possibly other places as well as America. I don't know, but yes, you guys do it differently over there. So we're going to carry on with The Witness. We actually made decent progress last week. Welcome in Baron von Brimstone. Thank you for redeeming your flower of the day. Let me just get the game set up here. We have sound. We do have sound. And we have game. So last stream, the last thing we did was activate this laser in the coloured water section of the game, which is the 5th one that we've solved. And I think we're at the point where I know where all the puzzles are. I just don't necessarily know how to solve them. If that makes sense. Can I? Oh, I can leave this way. Yeah. I'm actually just going to head down to the boat quickly because I think that gives me like an overview map of the game. You are doing okay, Baron von Brimstone. I hope the brimstone that you are Baron of is behaving itself. So we got the laser at this area, which was the yellow and blue lines. We got the laser in the docks, and the one here at the little three-pointed star thing. We also got the laser in the treehouse, and I believe the other laser we got was the one by the binary trees. I believe we have completed the tutorial area as well. I don't think this has a laser. However, there are definitely areas we haven't completed. Areas we have not completed yet, which I will mark in red. The Sun Temple, because we got stuck on the underground area. The area with all the coloured flowers, because I couldn't figure out the rule. The castle with the hedge mazes, which I don't know if that has its own laser or not. And also, I believe the main town has a laser. It doesn't show a puzzle icon here, but I'm sure on top of that church tower thing there was a laser, and we haven't solved the puzzles there. And then there was also that temple thing. So those are areas we have not solved yet. There's also, this tree has a marking by it. I don't remember completing that area. So these are the areas that we haven't completed. I'm pretty sure we completed the tutorial area. They're giving you several icons, but I think we did all of these. So that's our progress, except I'm not actually sure what this refers to. The one I've ringed in yellow. I don't know what that is, so therefore I'm not sure if we've done it. The other thing we potentially haven't done is all the environmental puzzles. I don't think the environmental puzzles are required to beat the game. I don't think they're sort of bonuses, and the reason I think that is if I go to the load game screen, where it says 312 solved plus 13, I think the 13 are environmental puzzles and the 312 are regular puzzles. Which is why I'm assuming we don't need those. I could be wrong. But regardless, we should try to solve as many of them as we can. And when we did some of the first areas, we didn't actually know. I didn't know that there were environmental puzzles, so I think there's quite a few areas where I would have walked past all the environmental puzzles without looking at them. And I'm knowing the way that this game is made, I bet there's an environmental puzzle right at the start in that first area before you even enter the main game. Yeah, I'm going to go back there. We might as well go by boat. If I was Revo, I would be singing a song at this point. Ibago says, what do you mean you don't have much time anyway? I hope you don't think you're going out at this time of night, young lady. Thank you, Tibago, for your concern, but I'm neither young nor going out anywhere at this time of night. I'm just busy. Hello, Ophelia. Thank you so much for redeeming your flower of the day. Ophelia says, the song just started playing in my head as soon as you mentioned boat. Yes, I thought it might have done. I was unable to join you in your stream today, Ophelia. I wish I could have done, because it was Snail Simulator, wasn't it? So I would have come in and snailed with you, so I regret that I was unable to come, because that would have been fun. But I hope you had a good time. I hope much snailing was done. I definitely do need to go back to Snail Simulator at some point. I don't know if it will be on stream or not, but I definitely need to go back to it, because there are areas I haven't explored. There's the area near the big tree where the map goes off in one direction, and I still don't know what that leads to. Izzy says, I had a lovely time watching snails and getting distracted by many tangents. That does sound like an Ophelia stream. Ophelia says, was a great time except for my CPU. Yes. Ophelia has a potato PC and it does struggle with games of many descriptions. I'm going to do a quick shout out to Ophelia6277. I think most people here already know who she is. But just in case you don't, she is a cozy streamer who likes to play Dorfromantik, one of my favourite games, as well as Snail Simulator, which is a great game to chat while playing. Recently, she's also been playing Syberia. Not our favourite game, Syberia 2. Some of the themes are a bit off, but Syberia 1 was okay, and there will be Syberia 3 afterwards. And she does other things as well. One day, she might do something like Mass Effect even. We don't know, but I certainly hope so. Ophelia says, Harry, Alex and I were snailing through the forest and up the mountain. Very, very cozy. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, when I streamed Snail Simulator, I did skip a lot of the forest. I did go up the mountain, but I sort of flew up there rather than climbing up there. Just for the sake of packing as much of the game as I could into a 4-hour stream. Now then, I did complete this area. I came here as a shortcut back to the start because it has occurred to me that I haven't checked any of this area for environmental puzzles, and I'm sure there are some. It's exactly the sort of thing the developer would do, would be to put one right at the start. So I want to have a look in this area. I wonder what this does as well. When I unlocked the door, it popped up this thing, and I don't know what it's for. It has a panel on it that you can catch the sun just right and it reflects. And usually in this game, if there's something that you have to make it catch the sun just right, then it's actually part of a puzzle. But I don't know. And as you can see, I've titled the stream, Wait, Is This a Puzzle? And with good reason. Because that's going to be what I'm saying for most of the stream. Tibago says, I got caught up watching Lana play a platform puzzle game called Gift. Okay, I don't think I've heard of that one before. I mean, does it look good, Tibago? Because I will certainly check it out at some point if it does. Actually, Lana is still live, isn't she? But she's playing Horizon now.
Then it's a puzzle.
Wow, Hazel! Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for subscribing for 4 months. And thank you for being cute. Hazel the Zelzel is also a streamer. Very, very cozy. She has awesome hair. She's normally just a VTuber, but the VTuber hair and her real hair are sort of similar. And I love the colours. Love the purple, pink and yellow colour scheme she has going on. Let me do a shout out. There we go. Plays a lot of things. Plays Minecraft quite a lot. Still one of my favourite clips of all time when she fell down a ravine in Minecraft. I am pretty convinced I've already found a puzzle in here. Anytime you see something that looks a bit circular connected to a line, I'm pretty sure we have to draw a line round here, but I don't think I can. Yeah, I would need to get this to be a continuous circle, so maybe I have to be on the roof to do that. How do I get up here? There is a way up here because I've been up there before. And I can't remember what it is. Oh, do I have to be on the wall? Hang on. I think I have to go all the way around the outside. Hazel says, when I drew my PNG, my hair looked almost exactly like my PNG. Right now it's very, very faded. Yes. You did do a special celebration IRL stream. You got to see the real Hazel hair. But Yes, I love the design of your PN YouTuber and just the overall theme of your stream. And yes, I'm assuming at some point you might dye your hair again. Look, I found a puzzle. So when you solve an environmental puzzle, it generates magic pixie dust that flies off and attaches itself to a giant black monolith elsewhere in the world. Because, of course it does. This bit of paper here has the same symbol on as is printed above that door on that pillar. I'm sure there's a puzzle there. I just am perhaps not smart enough to see what it is right now. Are there any other environmental puzzles lurking in here? And yeah, what is this? What does it do? Oh, there's a tape. Is that a tape recorder? You can't zoom in this game, but I think that's one of those tape recorder things on that pillar. I don't think they're needed to beat the game either. I think they just play weird philosophical quotes at you. Tibago says, in relating to the game that Lana was playing, Gift. It does look fun. It's very interesting looking. About trying to escape a sinking ship looks quite challenging. I can't remember if it was you that mentioned that. Somebody's mentioned that before. I need to actually check it out. Okay, I think I can reach this tape recorder from here.
I am standing on the threshold about to enter a room. It is a complicated business. In the first place, I must shove against an atmosphere pressing with a force of 14 pounds on every square inch of my body. I must make sure of landing on a plank, traveling at 20 miles a second around the sun. A fraction of a second too early or too late, the plank would be miles away. I must do this whilst hanging from a round planet head outward into space and with a wind of ether blowing at no one knows how many miles a second through every interstice of my body. The plank has no solidity of substance. To step on it is like stepping on a swarm of flies. Shall I not slip through? No. If I make the venture, one of the flies hits me and gives me a boost up again. I fall again and am knocked upwards by another fly, and so on. I may hope that the net result will be that I remain about steady, but if, unfortunately, I should slip through the floor or be boosted too violently up to the ceiling, the occurrence would be not a violation of the laws of nature, but a rare coincidence. These are some of the minor difficulties. I ought really to look at the problem four-dimensionally as concerning the intersection of my world line with that of the plank. Then again, it is necessary to determine in which direction the entropy of the world is increasing in order to make sure that my passage over the threshold is an entrance, not an exit. Verily, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a scientific man to pass through a door. And whether the door be barn door or church door, it might be wiser that he should consent to be an ordinary man and walk in, rather than wait till all the difficulties involved in a really scientific ingress are resolved. Arthur Eddington, 1927.
I don't really know what any of that meant. Don't know if anyone in chat has any clue. As I say, this game's a bit weird. Hello, Ambert. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great weekend. And thank you, Tibago, for sending me that link. I will check it out at some point. I'm currently just hunting for environmental puzzles in this starting area. This is where you came in. This was like the first puzzle in the game. Yeah, look, this is a puzzle, isn't it? This must be a puzzle. It's got a round end here and a circle at that end. Okay, maybe not. Ambit says I got Stanley Parable vibes from the voice. Yeah, they use a variety of voices for those little tape recorder things. It's not actually part of the puzzle, I don't think. It's just an Easter egg. Ah, look, I have to line this up. I think the recordings are just Easter eggs. There we go. As I guessed might be the case, there is a puzzle right at the start of the game. This was literally the first thing we did, was open this door. Well, I assume there's none in here. It's too dark to see anything. But yeah, we solved all the conventional puzzles. The ones where you know it's a puzzle because there's a square with some stuff on it. If there's a square with some stuff on it, that must be a puzzle. But this game likes to be sneaky about its bonus puzzles. I'm not seeing any more here, but at least we found those two. And it wouldn't surprise me to learn that there were more. I still have no idea what that does. We'll walk around a bit, look for any more environmental puzzles, just in case. Ambit says the puzzle is to find the puzzle. I mean, you're not wrong there. That is a key element of the game, is finding the puzzles. It's an exploration puzzle game, put it that way. I find myself staring at all these rocks. Like, when I started playing the game, I was just like, oh, rocks, that's nice scenery. And now, like, is that a puzzle? Is that a puzzle? Is that a puzzle? Is this tree a puzzle? Am I a puzzle? Is chat a puzzle? Ambit, are you a puzzle? You look like you might be a puzzle. Ophelia, you're definitely a puzzle. Ah, Hazel has drawn a puzzle in chat. At least I think it's a puzzle. I hope it's a puzzle and not something else, because, yeah. Alex, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great weekend. I almost said hope you're having a great weekend. I don't think you're a puzzle, Alex. Although maybe one of the O's in Zoot is the start of a path, which would make you a puzzle. Ophelia asks, Emma tired? Has Emma ever not been tired? Emma is tired, and Emma is particularly tired today, even though Emma is indeed always tired. This is why Emma might have to cut the stream short, and also why Emma will not be lurking in anyone's stream this week. And I really, really regret missing those streams, because I'm sure they're all lovely. And what is a statue of a dog sitting on a cushion? Is this a puzzle? I feel like it's valid to ask whether this is a puzzle, because why else would it be here? Like, there's this whole path that only exists to lead us to this dog on a cushion. Anbert says head pats. Yeah, well, I don't really have a hand in this game, but I'll click on the dog's head. There we go. Ophelia says, no worries, please take care of yourself. I try, Ophelia, and of course the same goes for everybody here, including you, Ophelia. Please try to take care of yourselves and not be too tired. Hopefully get some sleep, even if it's not the best sleep, try to get some. Hang on. Okay, yes, there's multiple of these obelisks. We found one earlier in the desert area, and we noticed that when we solved environmental puzzles in that area, the corresponding shapes on this obelisk would light up. So you see there are now two shapes lit up here. The top one is the puzzle we solved right at the start, and the second one is the pool that we drew around in the starting area. So there's lots more. Now I don't know whether these are all in the starting area, and whether that's what it signifies by having them all in the same column, because this column has a lot of shapes, and then this column only has 3 shapes, and so on. If these are all in the starting area, then we missed a lot of stuff, because I looked round and I could only find those 2. I will say this looks suspiciously like castle ramparts, this top one, and possibly even the second one down. I am wondering if I should head over to the castle and see if I can spot those puzzles. I won't waste the whole stream on environmental puzzles, by the way, don't worry. I will go back and look at other things. I just wanted to do a little bit of exploring as well. We didn't find anything in this shed apart from these, which we did. Nor in this. Yeah, one of the shapes on that monolith looks suspiciously like we're tracing the outline of castle walls. But how would we do that? Where would the circle be that we start on if we wanted to do that? Not seeing anything that looks like a good candidate for that. Right, I feel like at some point we're going to be tracing some of this brown stone. Oh, hang on. I just clicked on this thing and it lit up. So this is. Do I have to make that a round shape? Because it's not a round shape right now, and it's not letting me drag anywhere. Oh, do I need to go down there, perhaps? Ah, look, it's round. If you stand right here, it's sort of round. Not letting me click it though. I can see where we would go. We would go up there, but I need to actually be able to click it. Yeah, it's hinting that that's where to go, but unless it's round. Oh, do I need to take the boat? Oh god, do I need to drive the boat round the island and click puzzles as I go? It didn't even occur to me that that would be a thing. Also, this thing here is obviously a puzzle. It just is. Look, there's a round bit there, and there's a long thin bit there. I'm going to go on a boat trip. After this, I promise I will go and solve some of the actual puzzles. But I'm gonna... Okay, I can get to the boat there. Ren has played this game before and knows in advance that what I'm trying to do at any given moment is either extremely smart or extremely stupid. Only Ren knows. Well, Ren and anyone else who's played the game. Hazel says environmental puzzles are actual puzzles. They are. I don't think they're required to beat the game. Because they're listed separately in the save file. I still want to find them all though. I'm a bit worried now because I found that one monolith in the desert and I thought, okay, this is a list of all the puzzles, the environmental puzzles. So there's about 30 or 40 of them. Now I've found 2 monoliths and I'm concerned that there's going to be more of them. Okay, we are here. I'm going to go like this. And then... Oh. You can't come back to where you set off from because that's how the game works. Okay. Let's go slowly. And look for... We already decided this might be something, but it's not glowing when I click on it. This bridge looks like something. This is clearly round. It's only round because of a reflection, but it's clearly round. Yeah, this is 100% a puzzle. This thing here. Can I maybe not do it while the boat's moving? Do I have to stop the boat? Okay, won't let me click it. I can move around in the boat while it's stopped, so I can adjust my angle slightly. Only slightly. Okay. Let's keep a lookout for anything else puzzly. Hazel says, I played a little bit of this, but I never finished it. I don't remember enough to know if anything you're doing is correct or not. That's fine, Hazel. Oh, hang on. Stop. This is glowing now. We are in the right place to operate this puzzle. We didn't have to go far to find one. Still convinced this window is a puzzle. What else? Speed up a little bit. So what I'm interested in is when I come past this castle tower, I'm wondering if you have to be in the water to get the right angle. Yeah, I reckon this will be. No, it didn't work. Oh, I literally have to go all the way along. Okay. Not expecting that. Oh. That's not an end. Do I literally have to like hold the cursor in place while the boat travels around the whole thing? Is that what I have to do here? This game. Right, is this gonna let... Yeah, now I can go around the corner. Oh, hang on. That was not in fact the end. I thought it would be. What the hell, Lady L? Oh my god. Lady L, hi. Thank you so much for 5 gift subs. That's incredibly generous of you. Congratulations to yeah, Matcha says so many confettis. I set up an effect when it gives out the gift subs, which I can't actually see because it doesn't play in Twitch Studio, but if it's working, everybody's screen should be raining confetti. Congratulations to Gerb Person, Cozy and Pink, Kurju, Bez Epic and Max StratDB on your gift subscriptions. And Lady L, hello! Welcome in, I hope you're having a great weekend. I definitely need to shout out Lady L because, well, look. So Lady L is a very, very cozy streamer. She plays Dwarf Romantic, which is how I found her stream. And she likes to do a custom mode where she turns off houses and railways and builds a little nature reserve. Make sure all the animals have plenty of space to roam around. And she has also recently been playing a puzzle game called Antechamber, which is actually a really hard puzzle game. I have played it before and given up. It has stuff like non-Euclidean space in, so like you go around a corner and you come back round the corner and the room has changed shape or something like that. It's really mind-bending. And to be honest, the sort of thing I should be playing on this channel, so you may well see it in future. Thank you, Lady L, for reminding me that that game existed by streaming it yourself. Hello also to Cass. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hazel says, oh my god, that sounds like such a fun way to play Dwarf. And Ren says, that's a fun idea. I agree. Lady L and Ophelia might want to debate whether fields are allowed in this mode of Dwarf. Lady L has just trees and fields in her dwarfs, but I think Ophelia would choose to have houses and trees but not fields. Cass says, weekend was nice but also very exhausting. Well, at least it was nice, and hopefully you get some rest tonight and are refreshed, ready for the week ahead. Hazel asks, what was the non-Euclidean geometry game? It's called Antechamber. I'll just bring up the Steam link for it. As I say, I do own it, and it is on my list of things to stream now that I've remembered it exists. It's currently full price, but I'm sure it goes on sale sometimes. It has overwhelmingly positive review, so I think it's considered one of the good ones. There's the link. Hazel has played it. Hazel says, I beat Antechamber a few years ago. Well, Hazel, you're smarter than me, because I gave up on it. But yeah, do head over to Lady L's stream at some point to see her progress on Antechamber. Hazel says, I gave up for a long time, came back after some months and finally finished it. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that, and that may indeed be what I end up doing. Right, let me see if I can figure this out. So this is not the end. So when is the end going to happen? think I have to literally hold my... Yeah, because the starting point isn't a circle anymore. I literally have to hold my cursor here. Wait for the boat to go round. And I don't want to release because then I can't get back. Yeah. Okay, that's not the end point. Let me continue going round and see if I can figure out where the end point is, and then I'll have to bring the boat back round. I wonder, does the whole castle edge all, like, does it all magically line up into one big line? Because that would be quite something. I didn't think the boat would go far enough out for that. Oh, yeah, I bet here you could go up and over and down and along. This is literally going to be tracing out the whole castle. Because that's not going to be the end either. I still can't see where the end would be. Can I change the solution to this puzzle? I can. Okay. Can I make the boat turn round? Okay. I can make the boat turn round. That's important to know because if I miss something, I can go back for it. Lady L says, I had played Antechamber before but hadn't figured out 8 of the puzzles, so I looked at the solutions from the internet and now I started the game from the beginning as well. Okay. Sounds good. And this time you're hopefully planning to figure out the whole thing. Well, good luck, and I will be there if I can. As I've been saying, this next week I'm going to be too busy to lurk in people's streams, which I know I shouldn't apologise for, but I still regret it because I like lurking in people's streams. I wonder if this has anything to do with this tower thing on top of the castle. It doesn't look like it's lining up in a way that it would. Cass says this looks like a frustrating puzzle. This is actually just a bonus puzzle, but now that I've seen it, I'm going to try and complete it. So hang on, we can stop here, turn around, by redoing this line to there, and then grab this, and then I'm still not sure how far I've got to keep the mouse held down, but I'm pretty sure I have to keep the mouse held down while the boat is in motion in order to do this. Thank you so much for the hug, Lady L. Now then, can I... Okay, yes. I can go through... Right, yeah, I can go through here. So now we're in this part of the castle. Okay, now what? I guess we wait for this to line up. Yep. Okay, that doesn't look like the end. Oh, hang on, still going. Now where? That doesn't look like an end either. This bit down below has a rounded piece on. Can I get down here, please? Oh crap, I should have stayed back there. Never mind. Can I get through here? Is this a solution? Oh wow, that's a solution. Okay. Wow. Well that was hard. I think there's an alternative solution. If you stay on the 3rd tower. Yeah, look, if you stay on the 3rd tower, you could come down here. And then along here. And this has a rounded end. Ren says you should only have to click to start tracing and not hold the button down the whole time. true, but what I do need to do, and what is the tricky bit, is I need to start the boat going and then turn around and quickly start the path while the boat's moving. And then keep the path going while the boat moves. That's the tricky part, because I can't take my mouse off the puzzle to change the boat controls. So I need to come here, turn the boat around, try and click on the thing while the boat is turning. There. Yeah, I'm not holding the mouse button down now. It does let you let go at this point. But thank you, Ren, for confirming. Yeah, Ren's confirming you don't have to hold the mouse button down while doing this part of the puzzle. No problem. Lady L says thanks for the shout out. No problem, Lady L. Anytime. I'm always happy to shout out my streamer friends. Little Lemon Seed says hello, good evening, Emma and chat. Hello, Little Lemon Seed. I don't think I've seen you here before, so welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend. We are playing The Witness, which is an exploration puzzle game, and I'm currently trying to find some of the bonus environmental puzzles, and they are breaking my brain slightly. I've just discovered that this castle is a puzzle, but there's a possibility that it's actually two puzzles in one. And I'm just about to test that theory. Will it let me go down here when these connect? Come on. No. No, it won't let me go down there. Okay. I thought that might be an extra bit of the puzzle. Interestingly, my cursor is still stuck on this. I think I'm going to give up on that a bit. Okay, but we did solve a puzzle. I'm going to continue my boat journey just to look for more coastal puzzles, I guess. And then we'll go inland and attempt some of the ones I had to give up on last stream. Little Lemon says no first time catching your stream. Well, I'm glad you could make it. I never played this game, yet it looks really cozy. Colours look pretty. The environment is, yeah, the design, the game sort of level design, the graphics are really, really pretty, and I do love the fact that they've managed to sneak in these environmental puzzles. So the way this game works, you explore the landscape and you solve a series of puzzles, and the main series of puzzles are very obvious. You've got all these electronic wires connected together with boards with pictures on them, like symbols on them, like this one here. These are very obviously puzzles that you have to solve. But as a sort of bonus thing, they've thrown in puzzles where the landscape itself is part of the puzzle, and they can be hard to spot. And after a while, you find yourself looking at every object on screen and thinking, is that a puzzle? Is that a puzzle? Which is what inspired the stream title. I have already solved quite a few puzzles. When you complete an entire area, a big yellow box pops a laser out of the top of it and shoots it towards a mountain. I have solved 5 areas in this manner. I don't actually know how many lasers there are in total. I know there's at least 7, but there might be more, because I've seen 2 more boxes. But yeah, I'm staring at these rock formations thinking, why are they here? Did the devs put this here in order to challenge us to solve something? And the answer is I don't know. But, oh, hang on. Almost missed it. Look, this circle. Anytime you see a circle with a line coming out of it, it's probably a puzzle. I'm going to have to reverse the boat here. Let's go slow. I need to just catch the sunlight correctly so that the whole thing lights up. There we go. And you know when you've got it because the whole thing starts sparkling. Lemon Seed asks, almost forgot to answer, I did have quite a nice weekend. Hope yours was equally good, if not more. Well, I managed to get some botany done, which is always good. My day job is in IT, but when I'm not working or playing video games on the internet, I am a botanist. I love wildflowers, and I can often be found, weather permitting, standing in the middle of a field, writing down what plants are there in the name of science. And that's what I did yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. And we actually found some quite rare things. Right, there we go. Okay. So when the sparkles all sort of jump in the sky like that, that means you found a puzzle. Now my boat is pointing the wrong way, so I need to turn around again. Well, I want to go this way because I have a suspicion there's a puzzle down there. Haven't seen yet. Yeah, I actually saw this one. There are several puzzles in this area. There's like an entire temple on top of that rock. And all the puzzles in that area are based on aligning the sun to reflect off of things. So the fact that, yeah, here there's a puzzle where you've got to reflect the sun off of something is sort of expected. I wonder if there's going to be any more like that. One thing that hasn't occurred to me yet is, what if the sun itself is a puzzle? Because it's a round circle that glows, so I'm willing to bet that somewhere in the game you can solve a puzzle by clicking on the sun and dragging, but I have not found the right place yet. Like, there isn't a suspiciously linear cloud, is there? I suppose that one is, but it's not. I'm not sure where you'd stand to have the sun behind that cloud. Okay, I'm not seeing puzzles, I'm just seeing beach. Yes, probably make the boat faster. Not here though. Cass says, what if there's one that works with the reflection on the water? I have actually already solved a puzzle that required the reflection on the water, so I'm almost certain there will be. But exactly where? This is the thing. Anything that requires the sun to reflect on the water could literally be anywhere on the island. But maybe I will be able to find one. So I did solve this area. That's why there's a laser coming out of it. And I found an environmental puzzle in that shed. I don't see one from the water. But then this boat isn't just here for solving puzzles, it's also here to transport you around the island. So everything is a puzzle. Everything has the potential to be a puzzle, but not everything is a puzzle. Is that staircase a puzzle? Are these puzzles? Don't see any round bits on them. Actually, this shipwreck probably has an environmental puzzle in it. Because I came here, walked through it, found a tape recorder, listened to the message, concluded there were no real puzzles, and then left. But yeah, hang on a minute. This crack is suspiciously lined up as if it might be a puzzle. When I first came to this ship, I didn't realise the environmental puzzles existed. I wasn't looking for them. Yeah, you 100% need to stand somewhere here and draw a line. The question is where. I think we're about there. Hang on. Giving us the hint. Wait, why did the boat turn round? I didn't tell it to turn round. Keep going this way. Okay. Why is the boat reversing? Boat, what are you doing? I didn't know you could drive the boat backwards. Okay, I'm gonna go back to like here. And then turn around again. And go slowly. Okay. So that's going to be the end, and then the start is going to be this. I bet this forms itself into a round shape if you just get the right angle. There we go. Oh, but oh, hang on. Yeah, we need to be coming the other way, don't we? Yeah, we need to be coming the other way. Boats. This one is actually legitimately hard, I think, to get the timing on. Also, I don't know why the boat is going backwards. I never got it to go backwards before. Yeah, see, now it's turning around. I do not understand how the boat works. This Gurchy is reversing. Exactly, Teabagger. Right. Go there. Go there slowly. Go there forwards, please, so I can see where I'm going. And I think this is all we need to solve it. We have to be quick, because the boat will be moving. I'm not sure if I have time to reach down and stop the boat. It doesn't help that every time you go into like solve mode when the white border comes up, if you're looking towards the front of the boat, it snaps the camera to the front of the boat. I don't want to look at the front of the boat, I want to look up. And I'm looking for this here to become a circle. Almost is now. There we go. Right. Quickly. Round. Going round. Okay. Yeah, then we have to have the boat has to be still moving because we have to wait for this to happen. On. Round. There. Okay, we got it. That was a tricky one. Cass says, I think there was a round hole on the hull outside where you came from. Oh no, don't tell me I've missed another one. Quite possibly. That was the only one I've seen. Hazel says, I saw the one on the outside too. I'm convinced my chat is smarter than I am. Well, I know for a fact that T-Bagger is smarter than I am. He solved half of Cosmic Express for me. Right. Round hole on the outside. Cass says I said that before you entered the boat. Ah, okay. Oh, do you mean this hole? Because, yeah, it has to, like, have light shining through it, otherwise you can't click there. There must be an angle. Oh, there's two ways you can go around the boat. You can go this way as well. Which takes you round the boat rather than through it. And maybe that's the answer. Maybe... No. One thing I don't like about this boat is anytime you change direction, it resets the speed back to fast. How on earth we... Oh, I know. I bet I know. No, I bet what you have to do is stand inside the boat, and then that hole will be looking at the ocean. That will be what you have to do. Okay. Well, while we're here, let's have a look at the outside of the boat for any more. Still convinced that must be a puzzle somehow. Yeah, I did explore the inside of the boat, but I didn't know at the time. Wait, hang on, wait a second. Wait just 1 second. El Tibago says, Tibago is situationally smart. Tibago is very dumb when it comes to this game. Well, you're good at Scrabble. Unexpectedly good at Scrabble due to knowing Final Fantasy words, or gate words from the Final Fantasy game. Is this green paint a puzzle? Because there's a line of green paint. Is there a point at which the green paint forms a circle? I couldn't really see this because I was looking into the sun, but yeah, look, it's making a circle. Tibago says I know gamer words. Well, they're not gamer words, they're like medieval words. That the game just uses for things. No, we need to go outside the boat. Like this. I think this green circle is... Yes, look. We found another puzzle. And I think this line is continuous, so... Little Lemon Seed, it looks like something related to perspective or the camera angle. It absolutely is. Yes, you have to... Every line starts with a big circle and ends with like a rounded end to a line. But as in this case, sometimes you have to align pieces from a different perspective in order to actually get that circle to appear. Which is what I've managed to do. Now I'm assuming if I just keep following this line, it is eventually going to bring me somewhere. I have no idea where. Don't know where we're going with this. Oh, crap, I missed it. Okay, yeah, I need to set the boat to a slower speed before we start, but I see what's happening, and then we go here, and then we must keep going. Yeah, this is a long one. Let's try that one more time. Yeah, I'm going to have to set it on a slower speed, so I have time to actually move my cursor. Get back. This is definitely the longest puzzle we've had so far. But also very convenient of somebody to paint the ship green in just the right places. You can sort of see that it's all going to join up, but it doesn't. See, this circle doesn't actually make a circle until you're in exactly the right place. There. And this way again. And let's go on medium speed this time. Well, yes, it must have been painted after it crashed. Wait, we didn't go back far enough. This entire world was obviously created by somebody who derives some sort of sadistic pleasure from making us solve puzzles. Because they've taken this world full of ruined towns and ruined temples and put very modern puzzle solving equipment into it with all electronics and so on. And then refused to elaborate further. So this is clearly some sort of like Portal style. We are being tested, but we don't know by who. There's no GLaDOS voice in the sky commenting on our puzzling ability, which is probably for the best. I'm not sure the game would be improved by a sarcastic voice telling you how bad you were at the puzzle. Thank you, Cass, for that spinny emote. Demonstrating... The line makes a funny noise if you try to go too far. Hazel also has a suitable emote. Yeah, a Gertchie spin emote I think would be relevant for a lot of reasons. Not least my show outfit redeem. I have yet to commission one, but I put them. Right, let's make sure we don't miss the. Yeah, this noise it's making when you try and go too far. I also don't want to miss the moment. Like here, it almost goes off screen before the line actually joins up. Come on, join up. There we go. Here. Okay, and then here. And then here. Right, this is what I missed before, was this line joining up with this next line. Well, I'm not actually driving the boat, this is the thing. It must be on some sort of track under the water or something. I'm just telling it where to go on the map, and it's doing a pretty good job of going there, except for that time it decided to start driving backwards. Okay, we got that bit. Now where are we going? Yeah. Okay. Now what? Oh, yeah. Here. Yeah, puzzle go burr. If you try and move off the edge, puzzle goes burr at you to let you know you're doing it wrong. Okay, we're still not there. That's not a rounded end. I think it also sort of starts sparkling gold if you're at the end, which it isn't yet. This is a long one. I still have no idea where it ends. Still going. Yeah, Matcha, I'm going slowly because when I went fast, I missed one of the jumps between pieces. So I do need to go slow. I think I can see the end. Yeah, Cass, Tibago is like this. Tibago will do this. Yes, Hazel has her own. There we go. Phew. Hazel has her own snail emote. It's not just Ophelia. And, I do like it. It fits well with Hazel's colour scheme. Right, I don't know if that was worth it, but we made it. Puzzle solved. Okay, are you going backwards again? Oh, just mysteriously moving sideways for some reason though. If anyone sees any puzzles, let me know. Wait, is this a puzzle? This tree is full of black blobs. Hello, Echo Off. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great weekend, and thank you for the lurk. Enjoy this cozy little boat ride, interspersed with occasional panicking because we've seen a puzzle. Puzzle! Where, Tibago, where? You're all shouting puzzle at me, but you aren't telling me where they are. Oh, hang on, I actually have seen one. I saw this from... No, actually, did I solve that? I saw this when I was on the beach, and I can't remember if I solved it or not. Over there, says Tibago. Incredibly helpful, as always. I'm sure there are multiple puzzles I've just driven past obliviously. We also need to find out how to get to the top of the mountain, where all the lasers are going. We haven't figured that out yet. The Statue of Liberty, says Matcha. Not quite, although it's similar. It's not holding a torch. We can sort of line it up so it looks like it's catching a laser. Now, the important question is it a puzzle? And I don't know. I'm actually not going to go back through here. I'm going to go up. Okay. Ren says there's a cage near the coast with a statue on top. There is. It's right here.
A wonderful sub for a wonderful Emma.
Hello, Izzy. Thank you so much for resubscribing. I can't believe it's been 5 months already. Thank you. Ren says there's a cage near the coast with a statue on top. You can line her hand up with the one on the mountain. I have done. Is this a puzzle? Because I don't see anywhere to start or finish drawing a line. So are we just doing this because it's nice? I mean, I'm not opposed to doing things because they're nice. Oh, okay. It's just there as an illusion. Fair enough. Well, we've done that. Thank you so much, Izzy. Everybody should go and check out Izzy. I'm going to do a shout out. Izzy _the_ penguin. Just recently got affiliate, so definitely go and show them some support. Been playing a variety of things so far. My favourite one was the one where you're a cat and you walk around the city knocking things over. I can't remember what it was called. Small Kitty Big City or something like that. Little Kitty Big City. Yes. Cass says, I'm going to go and take a shower. No problem, Cass. Thank you for dropping by. If we don't see you again, enjoy the week ahead. And thank you for being here. This is obviously a puzzle. This is the most obvious puzzle that ever did puzzle. But I can't see the whole line. Do I need to be on the boat again to see the whole thing? I wonder. Oh, this... Yeah, there's more paint down here. I reckon I need to be on the boat for that one. It was such a charming game, but the platforming controls did frustrate a little, says Izzy in reference to Little Kitty Big City. Well, I'm glad to hear it was charming. Yeah, this is the botany area, the area with the different coloured flowers. I wasn't able to complete last time. I might just hop back in the boat and do this paint-based puzzle now that I've seen it there. Hazel says, oh my god, memory unlocked. When I was a kid, I got a poster from the Scholastic Book Fair that said, Bright Lights Big Kitty, and had a giant kitten. That was on the wall in my room for years. That sounds amazing, Hector. I wish I could have seen that. Okay. We need to wait till this tube is facing us directly. Little Lemon says, I need to get started with my bedtime routine. Thank you for the cozy company. Everyone enjoy the rest of the stream. Yes, we do go a little late here sometimes, especially for those of us in Europe. I'm in the UK, but I realise some people are an hour ahead even of that. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, yeah, we're lining it up with here, look. Can I click it now? Yes, okay. Cass says, I decided to go shower after this puzzle. I'm too invested. So the trick is I just need... As soon as I finish a puzzle, I need to immediately find the next one. In order to keep Cass invested and prevent him from having a shower. I'm going slow in the boat, but I think I just need to line up these two bits. Streamer Stinky. Hey, I had a shower right before my stream. I'm not stinky. Oh, okay. I think that might be it. Well, hang on then. Where do we need to go now? To be honest, you could probably have your shower and be back before I... Do I just need to... Oh, maybe a vertical stripe is going to reveal itself here. Let's see. Yeah, that does appear to be happening. Okay, that's still not the end though. We have to wait for all this paint to coalesce into something else. This rock's going to be in the way. What to do? Oh, well, let's not get cut off by the rock. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. Yeah, because now it's gone. Okay, I literally do not see the end point of that puzzle. Okay, I legitimately do not see how to finish that one. It looks like there might be another one here, though. One looks a bit more straightforward. Wait, is this part of the same... yeah, me and Cass have just come to roughly the same realization at the same time. I thought the grass wasn't the same colour. I thought the grass was like a greenish yellow and the paint was like a yellow. But yeah, it probably allows for that. Sorry, I did not see that. I spotted it right as it was too late. Yeah, that does line up. Okay, that's probably what you do then. Yeah, come back. Okay, attempt number 2. I've put the boat on the faster speed this time in the hope that I can be quick enough. And Cass can get his shower. Okay, yeah, it's over the grass. That was tricksy. Yeah, because this doesn't look the same colour. Maybe it's just my eyes perceiving it funny, but this doesn't look the same colour. Right, now where? Do we just go to the top of the thing there? Let me up, let me up. Yeah, look, it's rounded at the top. Woo! We did it. Okay, and conveniently we can get off the boat again here. Right, well I'm glad we got that out of the way. It does look different, but maybe it's because of the shade. Debago says, I can't see anything eyes are stinging from casting. That's really unfair, Debago. I'm sure Cass showers frequently. Is this a puzzle? Or is it just some moss? It's suspiciously bright yellow moss. Yeah, we can't put it off any longer. I'm going to revisit the flower area and try and figure out what on earth is going on in here. So we'd made a good start. We solved these puzzles, which were just about segregating colours. In every one of these examples, all we had to do to solve it was to divide the grid into an area, into areas that only have one colour of colour in them. Then we went in here, and we managed to find the solution to this puzzle, but it doesn't involve partitioning it into areas of just one colour. In fact, it's impossible to do that for this puzzle, which is why we knew it didn't. We have partitioned it into areas of two colours. I did come up with an elaborate reason why this would work based on the CMYK colour space, which turned out to be completely wrong, because when I tried to apply that system to this grid, it didn't work. And I still have no idea what I did wrong. So, just to start us off, here's an example. So this is dividing it into regions of two colours. So this is dividing it into regions of two colours. But that didn't work. It rejected the solution and shut the thing. So that's not the rule. It's not divide it into regions of two colours. It's not put every colour in its own region. That's actually impossible because the black and the pink and the red, you'd have to have a T-junction here, and we can only draw a line that can't intersect itself. So there must be some colours that are allowed to go together. We know that red and pink went together here, and blue and black went together here. So if we put those colours together again, we have the issue that the green is in with them, and that's not allowed. If we want to keep the greens separate, I'm not sure if we can. We can put it in with the black, which is no good. So the issue here is simply that I don't know the rule for these splodges. I've worked out the rules for all the other symbols in the game that I've encountered. For example, in order to get in here, I had to solve this puzzle. And for this one, the rule is that you have to have the white and black squares be in separate regions. I just don't know the rule for this puzzle, and my elaborate CMYK based rule doesn't work. So I think the question is just which colours are allowed to be together. Are black and red allowed to be together? No, then we've got three colours together. That seems... Oh, hang on, that worked. So we put black and red together, pink and blue together, and green and yellow together. Which is not what we did over here. Here, black and blue were together. Yeah, and this has different colours in it. This has orange and two different shades of pink. So what's the rule here? Is it something to do with the shape of the regions? Matt just says light with light colours and dark with dark colours. That sort of works here, but I would argue that the blue is a dark colour and the pink is a light colour on this one. Ren is probably sitting in the corner laughing because he knows the rule and I don't. Problem is I'm literally just guessing at this point. I mean it like unsolves the puzzle if you get it wrong, but you can just immediately go and solve it again. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay, that's valid. What did we do? We divided it into regions with 2 colours in each, but we know that's not the rule. We have blue and dark pink, orange and light pink, and green and white. You open this door. Now we're in a room with purple light. Which is are we gonna have a thing where the colour is oh god. We have a thing where the shapes are different colours, but you can't tell because the light is coloured and they all look the same in the light. Oh, for God's sake. For this we are just separating into different colours. Yeah. But this one, we can't separate it into different colours, they're all different colours. Do we put all the orangey reds together and all the blues together and all the pinks together? Sounds like we do. Something happened. What happened? This looks like a psychedelic marijuana farm. That's what it looks like. I don't see puzzles on these floors, although I'm sure there are environmental puzzles. Oh, there's this elevator as well. I saw that from the top. Can we use that now? Oh, here's a puzzle. Oh, this is the this is the elevator. So solve this puzzle. Except of course the light is red, and I bet 2 of these colours. I bet these 2 reds aren't actually the same colour. They just look the same in this light. Is there a way I can change the colour of the light? Oh, that door doesn't actually open. Oh, that's the room I was in before, but it looks different now because red. Well, this area is definitely different. Are these different? Okay, looks like they are. Not sure if I was meant to know that or not. Oh, hang on. Now it's gonna now it's gonna bring me somewhere with pink like. Oh, hang on. Ah, okay. I think I see what I'm doing here. Now that the elevator has moved, I have different information because the things look different. So now I need to solve it like that. Okay. That's going to bring it into the blue area. Now they're going to look different because some of them are blue and some of them aren't. Second floor spinny skirts. So I think I need to divide it into regions based on which colours look the same when viewed through a certain colour filter. But those introductory puzzles, I wasn't viewing them through a coloured filter, so I don't know how I knew what to do. Okay, now we're looking through a cyan filter. So we need to separate these and these. Oh. Hang on, this wire isn't connected to anything. How do I make progress? Ren says you'll kick yourself when you go back and look at the earlier ones. Fair enough. So, okay, right. But then there's a green. Okay. Right, do I need to... Third floor. This isn't Emma's house, T-Bago. What you're describing is Emma's house. Except I don't have 3 floors. Can I solve it wrong to go back to the ground floor? Yes, okay. I think I need to combine the information I gain from the red, pink and blue levels to figure out what I would need to do on the green level. That's what I think I need to do. This is going to require note-taking, I think. I can't even take notes in Twitch Studio's drawing tool because it doesn't have enough different colours available. Okay. I'll grab a bit of paper. I'm afraid you won't be able to see my scribblings on this bit of paper. Try and solve this puzzle. So under red light, we have 3 black ones in the edge, and then we have red ones like that, and then we have red ones like that. So whatever colour this actually is, it doesn't have red in it, and whatever colour these are does have red in it. Then we solve this based on the available information. That takes us to an area with pink light, or magenta light, I guess, which is a combination of blue and red. That tells us... yeah, so those ones on the left now are blue, which tells us they have blue in them, but they don't have red in them. They may or may not also have green in them, we don't know yet. Then these ones are all pink. And the bottom 2 are pink. So the bottom 2 have red and blue in them. The top 3 on the right only have red in them, they don't have blue. Again, we don't know yet if they have green. So then we do this. And now in pure blue, we already know which ones have blue in because they're the ones that showed up pink in the previous level. So that confirms that these don't have any blue in them. Then when the green comes, yeah, so the ones on the top right have green in them. And they don't have blue. The bottom right has red, green and blue. In other words, the bottom right ones are actually white. The top right ones are actually yellow. The centre ones are actually pink. The top is... this one and this one are actually white because they've got all 3 colours, and then the left 3 are cyan because they've got blue and green in them. So in order to segregate all of those, I need to do... Now's the tricky bit. I've got to actually solve the puzzle. Yeah, these I've put two sets together. Those sets are both white, so they can both go together if needed. This doesn't work because the green and blue are together. How do I the green and blue not be together? Oh, do I go here first? No. This is where I've forgotten the essential skill of actually being able to solve this type of puzzle. Okay, why am I struggling so much with this part? Maybe it's not actually possible to do that. Maybe I just have to solve it for pure green light, because that's the next floor. Yeah, I assumed the top floor would be white light, but actually thinking about it, the top floor must be yellow light, because it will be looping back round to red. Okay, yeah, so the reason you can't solve it for white light is that there isn't the white light. So I need to solve it for pure green light. I need to go here, and oops, here and here, because these have all got green in them. There we go. Yeah, so we've bypassed the cyan wire, which is broken, gone straight to green. But actually, that's not the top either. Oh, never mind. It is taking me to the yellow floor. Oh, no, there isn't a yellow floor. This is just the top. Wait, what's the yellow wire floor then? Oh, no, never mind. You can go higher up. There's a thing up there. But yeah, now we're in daylight, so we can see the answer. So yeah, I did correctly name the colours of everything. Do I need to do this to make it go to the yellow? Again, I don't think it's possible to solve with white light. With the yellow wire, I need to partition things that would be different, ignoring blue light. So that means that this bit on the right, these can be together, this white and this yellow. So if I do this should work. Oh, that didn't work. Did that not work? Altipago says we're coming up in 2 hours, but being a shorter stream, we want botany, we'll get a mistake. You can still have a botany redeem if you want. It's always up to you, Tibago. We don't have to do one. For some reason that lit up the red wire, even though I thought it was a valid solution for yellow. Maybe I'm still misunderstanding this puzzle. So under yellow light, the white and the yellow would look the same. The yellow light is red and green, so there'd just be no. You don't care about the blue component. Yeah, I don't see how that's not the solution to the top wire. So I'm a bit confused there. I mean, presumably we can skip straight to the yellow floor if we get it right from down here. So, at the end of the world. Unless I'm being dumb and they did actually want it to be solved for white light when we were in the white light. I'm still not sure how you would do that though. Oh, this would do it. Hang on. I'm an idiot. Okay, right, okay. That's where I was misunderstanding. The top wire isn't yellow, the top wire is white. There we go. I assumed the wires were cycling through the colours. Sorry, I found that a lot harder than I should have done, and I still don't quite get the introduction puzzles because they didn't give you a coloured light to solve under, but they acted as though you were solving under a coloured light. So this is going to take us to the top floor. Maybe that will give us what we need. Because I know where the laser is. The laser was the giant yellow box outside the outside of this shipping container. There's the laser. Matcha says when she has to pull out the paper, you know it's serious. I was trying in previous levels to use on-screen annotations wherever possible so that people could follow along with what I was doing. The problem with this is I wasn't really sure how I would do that. I just wrote it on paper. Okay, we have a thing. Looks like that's powering the laser. So 6 lasers solved. Let's wait for the unnecessarily slow laser animation. I suspect speedruns of this game would be halfway through solving the next area by the time the laser actually turns on. I don't know, Matcha, but there we go. There is laser number 6. Just barely can see the top there. Right, we can't actually get down now without unsolving this. I kind of want this to be on the surface floor, and I need to know. Oh, hang on, I need my notes again. I need to solve it for green again. These are equivalent for green. This is the solution. No, that's the cyan solution. What's the green solution? This. Because I need to be able to actually get off the elevator.
Shoreline thick wart, water thick wart, Scrophularia auriculata.
Ren says, referring to the laser's startup sequence, there's a little spinny bit on the back that starts slowly rotating during that pause. Yeah, it's probably a bit hard to see on stream. The back of the laser is actually spinning now that it's powered up. Thank you so much, Tibago, for doing those redeems. Let's pause things a moment here. I'll try to point us in the direction of a scenic landscape to admire while we do some stretches. Tangles in my hair. This would be a good opportunity for you to go hydrate, take care of yourselves if you need to. Oh, and if you spot any puzzles, do let me know. Welcome back, Cass. Congratulations on being fresh. We're just having a little interlude to stretch. Let me just quickly refund Izzy for the show outfit, since I didn't actually do it. Go. Okay, stretching has been done. Tiago has requested shoreline figwort, also known as water figwort, as the botany redeem of today. Let's find a picture of that. I think I actually... No, I saw quite a few common figworts the last couple of days, but I haven't seen water figwort. So let's... I want a photo that shows the leaves and a photo that shows the flowers, I think. That's the flowers. That's the leaves. There are two relatively common types of figwort in the UK. One is called common figwort and one is called water figwort. Water figwort does tend to grow in damp places, as the name might suggest. Here are the flowers and here are the leaves. This is water figwort. Common figwort can be distinguished from water figwort by the leaves. Common figwort has much more pointed leaves with serrated teeth around the edges. And water figwort has rounded leaves with rounded teeth. But both of them have flowers similar to the ones up there. Pro Stoic, welcome in. Hope you're having a great weekend. Pro Stoic says, lurk while I'm made to go outside and get food. And Tiago says, ooh, outside. Now, listen here, both of you. Outside is where all the nice plants are. I won't hear any bad words said about outside. Good luck obtaining food, Pro Stoic. Thank you for dropping by. Let's get the book. Doesn't get any lighter. Figwort water. Okay. Cass says there's a difference between outside, rainbow flower emote, And outside Thomas the Tank Engine emote. Yes, please don't get run over by trains while looking for pretty flowers. Tibayo says, just start eating the pages you've read on stream. Book gets lighter. Well, yeah, but then Emma gets heavier. We wouldn't want that. Okay, water figwort. A partially winter-green perennial herb that grows on the margins of ponds, pits, lakes, rivers, streams and canals, and in the ditches, fen drains, marshes, wet meadows, fens, and wet woodlands. It is occasionally found also growing on disused railways, waste ground, and walls. It is much more strongly associated with water than common figwort, with which it is sometimes confused. As I say, I've explained the difference. It's the shape of the leaves. So yeah, it will pretty much grow in anywhere wet, regardless of the type of soil or other conditions. The distribution is broadly similar to what it was in the 1960s, although the expansion of its range appears to be continuing, and it is now much more widespread in northern England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland. This may be the result of more thorough recording. It may also represent a genuine increase in some areas. Its status in Scotland is uncertain. So yeah, this plant is known to be native to England, Wales, and Ireland, but is considered non-native in Scotland, and there are only a handful of records there. And yeah, the northern limit of its range does seem to pretty much mirror the England-Scotland border. And it is found throughout England. It's a species that is not threatened by habitat destruction because it will grow pretty much anywhere wet, which is good. I'll show you the distribution map. Ren says, I had a friend whose parents made him read the Bible growing up. As he read each page, he tore it out in protest. I mean, that's one way of keeping track of where you are in a book. I think using a bookmark is probably easier. I suspect if you have the sort of parents who force you to read the Bible, they probably would not approve of tearing out the pages, but there we go. Let's have a look at the distribution map. For water figwort, there we go. So, as you can see, the records are concentrated in the south and Midlands of England. Ireland, it is probably more common than it looks, but this is due to under-recording. This county of Ireland, and this also to an extent this one, have been recorded much more thoroughly than the others, so it's likely that distribution continues for much of the rest of Ireland. And yeah, once you get into Scotland, the records get very, very infrequent. Although it has made it to the Outer Hebrides, it looks like. It's possible those are introductions. In North Somerset, where my recording is done, it's pretty much everywhere. So it's, yeah, the difference between common and water figwort is something that I'm quite familiar with. Ren says, I saw Emma's light switch and thought it was a mark on my monitor. I tried to rub it off. Oh, no. I'm afraid it is in fact a light switch. Maybe if I sit here, you won't have to see the mark. Is that better? Anyway, thank you so much, Tibago, for that redeem. We will go back to the witness now. Just put the books back. Okay. Ren says if you pop back down to the entrance of the bunker, I can show what you missed. Okay. That was down here, I believe. Oh, I see. Were you supposed to look at it through this yellow thing? I mean... Well, at the same time, though, I don't got it, because, yes, that explains the one on the left, but look at the one on the right. The solution I've done looks wrong for the one on the right, because it doesn't divide them correctly. Yellow for the first, but there are more filters. I mean, all the filters here are yellow. There's this blue filter. Oh. So you have to solve this puzzle by standing here. Okay, fair enough. It seems a bit funny though. And then for this one... Oh, for this one you've got to combine the filters and stand here. That's really awkward. Okay, so some way you can move this then. Because this was a door, but then when I did this, the door slid back. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's moved side by side. Okay, that does seem a bit unintuitive, that I want to solve this puzzle. I have to go and stand out here. Yeah. No, I get the gimmick, Ren. I'm just... Like this one, for example. Yeah, you can't select the puzzle from here, so you'd have to remember the solution and then come back here and do it. Okay, I suppose that makes sense. Anyway, we've completed this area, so no more of that nonsense. Going to head this way. We've more or less gone round the entire island on the boat, looking for environmental puzzles. So I won't do any more of that now. I am wondering how we get to the top of the mountain with the... because presumably at some point we have to go up and find out what those lasers do. But I'm not seeing a way up. This is the highest point I've been able to reach, and it doesn't seem to have a way to progress further. Maybe we have to unlock something. Maybe when all the lasers are done, the tunnel opens up or something. Ah, another of these monoliths. Wow, there really are a lot of environmental puzzles. So far we've found 3 of these monoliths, all full of symbols. So these are some of the things we've solved. That one at the top there looks difficult. Ren said you have to backtrack a bit around the mountain to get the path up. Ah, okay, that implies there is a path up. I'll see if I can find it then. We've been... I don't think we've been here before. Okay, this is the path up. We can stand on the statue's head and admire the... the island with all its lasers. Is this a puzzle? Something in this picture must be a puzzle. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to stand on the statue. Don't ask me what, though. Okay. This is the way up. Ah, this is definitely a puzzle. There's no way this isn't a puzzle. Yeah, that was an easy one. You're gonna have to make them harder than that. Well, here is the thing that the lasers are all aiming at. And here's a guy holding a box with a thing on it, which looks promising. Yeah, still don't know how many lasers we need to have. Doesn't seem to be a total anywhere. There's a guy with a laptop. I've never seen a laptop carved out of stone before, but that's what we appear to have here. It's only, instead of a keyboard, it's got like a puzzle slidey thing. It doesn't look like it actually works though. We have a guy with like a camera or a surveying instrument of some sort. Oh, and a recording.
Up there, you go around every hour and a half, time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean area, and Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of man for years, the cradle of civilization.
Ren says farewelling is
And you
always
go
pretty long.
around down across North Africa and out
I'll
over
continue
the
exploring
Indian
then.
Ocean, and look up at that great subcontinent of India.
I think we need
weighted
7
down toward
lasers,
you as you go past.
because we've got 6, and
Ceylon
6
off
of
to
these
the
are
side,
open, and there's one at the
Burma,
bottom.
Southeast Asia, out over the Philippines, and up across that monstrous Pacific Ocean.
That's
Vast body of water.
environmental
You've never
puzzles, hint.
realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix, and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment. And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic Ocean and back across Africa. And you do it again and again and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. That whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing. And that makes a change.
I have no idea what
You
she's
look
talking
down
about,
there,
by the way.
and you can imagine how many borders and boundaries you crossed again and again and again. And you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mideast, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole.
Hello,
it's
Brute
so
Force. Thanks for the raid.
And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say,
I'm not talking much because there's a
look at it from
voiceover
this
going on in the
perspective.
game.
Look at that. What's important?
Trying to solve a puzzle.
And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you realize that on that small spot, that little blue and white thing is everything that means anything to you. All of history and music and poetry and art and war and death and
This
birth
is to watch
and
another
love,
video, I think. I won't bother with
tears,
it.
joy, games, all of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your
Just
thumb.
going to write it down.
And you realize that that perspective, that you've changed, that there's something new there, that relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on that EVA and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was happening. And you recall staring out there at the spectacle that went before your eyes. Because now, you're no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. But now you're out there, and what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl, and there are no...
I'm going to temporarily cut off the philosophical rant there because stuff's happening. Hello, sorry, thank you so much, Brute Force 242 for the raid. Everybody, please go follow Brute Force. They are amazing. They take good care of Best Panda, which is very important. Welcome in to Brute Force, Lana the Panda, Revo, and Noctilux Arcana, and all the other raiders. For anyone joining me for the first time, welcome. My name is Emma. I stream mostly puzzle games every Saturday and Sunday, starting now at 8 PM UK time, 3 PM Eastern time for those American friends. I also do random streams during the week, but they're unpredictable. Right now we're playing The Witness, an exploration puzzle game, which has completely broken my brain because some of the puzzles are like built into the environment. You've got to see where the puzzle is, and it's really complicated. Thank you to everybody for redeeming their flowers of the day. And thank you to an anonymous gifter for gifting a sub to Ander, and then immediately Ander gifting a sub to somebody else. And also to T-Bago for cheering 200 bits and starting a hype train. That redeem didn't go through properly. Right. There we go.
Choo choo.
Brute Force asks, are you enjoying the game? This dialogue seems very deep. So, the dialogue actually doesn't really have anything to do with the game. Hidden around the map, there are little tape recorders that will play pre-recorded narration back to you, which is all very deep and philosophical. However, also, yeah, that's just an optional thing that you can play while you're doing the puzzles. Okay, wow. Apparently we've decided now is the time to hype. Thank you so much, Lana, for the 100 bits. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much, Ander, for gifting the sub to Revo. We're on the level 2 hype train. Thank you so much. Just to explain to Brute Force what the game involves. Most of the puzzles in the game are presented fairly straightforwardly as puzzles. Throughout the map there will be little panels like this, square panels with patterns on them, that you have to draw a line on in a way that solves some constraint, and there's a different rule for different areas of the game, and those are fairly easy to figure out with some trial and error, and then they just get more and more complicated, like this here. This is clearly a puzzle to solve, and then this is clearly a wall full of puzzles to solve. But then on top of that, as a sort of bonus thing, they throw puzzles into the environment itself. And today we've had a lot of fun hunting some of the more obscure of those puzzles. When you finish all the puzzles in an area, it lights up one of these lasers, which points at the top of the mountain. We currently have 6 lasers lit up. You need 7 to unlock the top of the mountain, based on what I've just seen. So we are getting pretty close. We only need to solve one more area, and we should be able to find out what happens when you solve all the areas. So the areas I haven't... I guess you don't have to solve every area, because I can think of at least 3 areas that I haven't solved yet. At least 2 of which I know have lasers in them. I'm going to head back to the town, because I think there were some puzzles in the town that I didn't know how to solve last time I was there, which I do know how to solve now. But yes, thank you everybody once again for your support, for starting off the hype train and all that. And thank you. Sorry, I sort of ignored you slightly during the raid, Brute Force, because that audio is playing, but I decided it was going on too long. To be fair, Ren did warn me. I think I've just found another puzzle that's hidden in the landscape. This path suspiciously comes to this corner and then just stops. Why would it do that? I wonder if it is in fact a puzzle. So you see in this game you constantly find yourself asking, is this a puzzle? Is this a puzzle? And that's how my stream title ended up being what it is. Yeah, there really seems no reason for this to go here. If it's not for puzzling purposes. I don't know. I'm going to head back to the town, I think. Can we come in here? Actually, have we solved this yet? I can't remember if we've solved this yet. I think we probably haven't solved this yet because I don't know the solution. Also, I muted the game because okay, sounds like she actually has stopped talking, which is good news. Brute says this game can make you question everything on the map, it seems. Yes. As an example, this river is a puzzle that you can only solve by standing on top of the mountain. Let me find somewhere to demonstrate what the environmental puzzles look like. Ideally by finding a new one, but I can always go back to one I've already solved. I feel like there's an angle here. Hype train completed. Thank you to everybody who contributed to that. Sorry, my alerts make the stream lag an awful lot, which is weird because my PC really ought to be powerful enough for that not to happen. I'm convinced this is a puzzle. This little garden. Oh, I also got an emote from my own hype train. Thank you everybody so much who contributed and gave me that emote. Rock is hard to navigate. Not clear where you can and can't get down from it. Yeah, this game is beautiful. So over there in that little tower, that's one of the lasers I haven't unlocked yet. So if I can solve that area, I can actually possibly complete the game. Although I would like to solve every area. Hang on. Yeah, I definitely haven't seen that gate before. How do you get there? Oh, round here. Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen this before. This seems pretty easy though. My understanding of the rules is correct. That would just work. Because you've got to separate the white and black dots and also go through the black dot in the middle. This could be a shadow thing. The game likes to play tricks with you and require you to use, even for the non-environmental puzzles, you have to use environmental cues to solve them. Like looking at where shadows are or where tree branches are. Do I have to line up these roots to solve the puzzle? Is that what I have to do? It honestly looks like it. I don't know, it seems like there's at least 3 different ways of lining them up though, which is weird. So I'm not sure I can get it straight. Yeah, that doesn't pick up the dot in the middle. Don't see how I would pick up the dot in the middle if I used this as my template for solving, because then I'm stuck around here. Okay, well maybe that's just that's the wrong one. There are, I think, potentially other ways to view this in some tree roots. Seems very fiddly to get it lined up, but I think what it wants me to do is this. This also doesn't take you through the dot though. T-Bagger says, yours was much cuter than mine, referring to the emotes. These new hype train emotes are pretty good though. Yes, I agree. Yeah, not sure how this puzzle is meant to work. I know the mechanics needed to solve this, which are the black and white dot have to be in separate regions and the path has to go through the centre because it's got a black dot. But that isn't a solution. So there's more to it than that. And I assumed that these tree branches were going to tell me what I had to do to solve it. It's looking like that might be nonsense because this one doesn't even give me a complete path. Yeah, so yeah, for Brute Force, this is your introduction to the game. It's mostly staring at things and thinking, how does that work? And so does this one also have a similar thing going on? Not really. Not even if I... Yeah, all there is one stick of bamboo. Because again, the basic constraints of these puzzles, that would be a perfectly good solution. Unless all these squares are considered white because they're in bright area. But then all these would be considered dark because they're in a dark area, and then we're not covering up that. No, it's not going to be that then. Okay. I didn't even mean to come here, but now I've come here, I'm completely stuck on what you do. Hello, Cassie, who has a belated raid message. Thank you very much, Cassie, for dropping by. to you and everyone. It is going well, Cassie. We have made some good progress on this game today. This is a puzzle game called The Witness that we're playing right now. We've solved one entire area. We have now solved 6 of the 7 areas that I think we need to win the game. And trying to figure out the rest of it. I don't think I've found any environmental puzzles in this area yet, and it looks sort of obvious that there would be some. This is that little area that I couldn't get into through that gate, and has puzzles of its own. Tivago says, "Ooh, raid is the best raid message I've seen." Yes, it wasn't the official raid message for Brute, but I do approve of it nevertheless. I was super prepared. From now on, I'm saying "ooh, raid" every time I raid somebody. There's also this castle. This castle has a series of hedge mazes in it, which are also a puzzle because, of course, they are. I was only able to solve the first one, and then I got completely stuck. And then it has these puzzles where you have to step on the floor. I think I did solve all of those. I suspect there's more environmental puzzles hiding in this area. Probably also a laser in this area. Yeah, look, there's a laser up there. So solving this area would be helpful. I really don't have a clue how those hedge mazes work though, and I've looked at them I think 3 times. Yeah, what I think happens is you open this door on the 3rd hedge maze and that takes you into the tower. I'm going to come back to that area later. Head over to the town, which is where I was planning to go before I got distracted. I keep getting distracted looking at... Why is this suspiciously orange painted stones here? Is this a puzzle? If it's not a puzzle, why is it there? What does it mean? Why are the random lights floating on the water? It's all very pretty, but what does it mean? I can't get across here. Let's go to the bridge. As he says, I want there to be a puzzle game where there's a lot of freedom to take various alternative approaches. Like a hedge maze where if you've got a flamethrower you can just torch it. Yeah, well it's less of a puzzle game if you can just skip the puzzles, but I do appreciate where you're coming from on that, Cassie. I do think that would be fun. This area is weird. I solved a puzzle on this door in order to come in here, which is completely pointless because there's a gaping hole in the wall. Is this a puzzle? Not skipping the puzzles, just thinking outside the box and coming up with unusual solutions. Yeah, that's true. Good point. What about a maze where a small worm sends you the long way round? Yeah, I think we had that. That was in a game called Carto. Tibago, if you remember, we played that not long ago. That had a maze with a small worm in it. Yeah. Oh, this is a puzzle. Did we never solve this? I'm sure I tried to solve this and couldn't, I think. Yeah, I think I know all the mechanics behind this. This needs to contain this Tetris piece, but it can be rotated anyway. So we need to make a T shape, but obviously this won't work because we also want to go through all the dots. Cassie says, actually, I think I just want a Taskmaster video game. That would be pretty cool. The thing with Taskmaster, though, is that the fun part is the players taking like using lateral thinking and coming up with unexpected solutions. And it would be quite difficult to put that in a video game because you'd have to anticipate every possible solution. Otherwise, it would just be frustrating when you came up with a clever solution and the game was like, well, we didn't code for that. Hang on. If we reverse... Yeah, we put the T this way around. Okay, look, we solved a puzzle. Congratulations. Okay, yeah, so the way these work is if the shape is at a slight angle, it can be rotated, and if it isn't, it can't. So this, I mean, that's just a 1 dot, so it doesn't matter if it can be rotated or not. But we have to make shapes. So this is no good now because it would need to have the extra dot in it. But we also need to go through every point on the grid. Every one of these black dots needs to be gone through. We can't just put the dot in a region of its own because it's not possible to completely surround it because you can't intersect your own path. So we need to make a region that is made up of a T-shape plus a dot. But we need to cover every dot. So this works for the region, but it doesn't work for the getting every dot part of the problem. Oh, this would work for getting every dot as well. Yeah, there we go, it's this. Now we've got a T-piece and 2 dots. Okay. This dot we could actually put in a region of its own by doing that. But that leaves this with a much larger region than it should have. So I don't think that's the answer. Way to draw. Yeah, this is a T-piece with 2 extra dots on it. So in this solution, just to show everyone what's going on, we have to make a T-piece, but we can rotate it any way we want. So what we've done is these 4 areas are the T-piece, and then these 2 areas are the 2 individual dots. That's a valid solution. Some of these puzzles, I think, actually have more than one valid solution. Sometimes there's just one. So this needs to have 2 T-pieces rotated in the same region. So how's that going to work? Good. I was a bit lucky there. The first thing I tried worked. This needs to have 2 areas of length 3. They don't necessarily have to intersect, but looking at this, they might have to. Yeah, see, this doesn't work because there's extra stuff in there we don't need. That works for that one. But then we're forced to make that one... Yeah, that's no good. How do we want to do this? I would like to be able to do this, but we need to reach this top corner and we need to cover every black dot, so that obviously doesn't work. This would be a valid shape. Yeah, that's the answer, but we have to go here first. Cover every dot. Yay, some progress. So when you solve these panels of puzzles, it tends to light up these wires, and then you have to follow where the wire goes and see what it does. In this case, it's lowered this staircase. It was attached to the winch for the stairs. So now we get to solve whatever's up here. So this is... yeah, by the way, just for context for anybody who hasn't seen this game before, you are joining us very late into the game. We have completed like 6 out of the 7 areas we need to complete. I do have VODs of all my streams, so feel free to go back and watch the first VOD of The Witness if you would like to see me be just as clueless as everybody else probably would be if they had to solve this. So this is actually introducing us to, or reintroducing us to another mechanic. this three-pointed star. In order to solve a puzzle with the three-pointed star, you have to make a mistake somewhere in your solution, and then the star cancels out the mistake. And the mistake has to be in the same region as the star. And you have to make exactly one mistake for each star. And I think this yellow dot has to be the mistake. In theory, the mistake could be leaving a black dot behind. Like that. But the yellow box, we cannot surround this because we can't intersect our own path. So I think the challenge is just get the three-pointed star and the yellow block into the same region. Like this. There we go. So the puzzle fails, but then that ding noise happens, and the three-pointed star matches with an error that you made. In this case, that one. That lit up a wire that went to that. So what's going on in there? Some of the areas are a bit more self-contained than this. I think this area is going to have us hopping between buildings constantly. Yeah, it looks like there's several wires coming into this tower. I think we have to solve several things, and then that will eventually make a tower that we can climb up. We've just solved this, which has put these paths in that let us climb up the tower. One of these paths has a very subtle environmental puzzle hidden on it. You might not be able to see this on stream because the colours are so similar, but there's a shape hidden on the bottom of this. I'm not quite in the right place to line up these two bits of the path. There we go. So that's what the environmental puzzles look like. They're very subtle, and they consist of a little round dot with a line coming out of it, mimicking the ones on the other puzzles. And when you solve it, a bunch of sparks fly off across the map. In order to power up this cable, which goes up into the tower, we would need to solve a puzzle up there, which probably requires solving this first, which probably requires solving this first, which would require solving this first. Yeah, this looks like the starting point. I came up here before, and I couldn't figure out what we were supposed to be doing. I think this is one where we have to reflect the sun to accomplish something. The bane of my existence, sun reflecting puzzles, because that's what we got stuck on in the Sun Temple. So changing that, I know what that does. That very slowly rotates this panel. Brute Force says, I'm curious if the developers who created this studied mechanics. Yeah, so obviously there's a lot of logic in this game, and there's also a lot of visual tricks of perspective and so on to create the environmental puzzles. But yeah, there are a lot of these awesome mechanical devices that all fit together. Like the path in the treehouse area, where the same bridge can be flipped multiple ways, was genius. I suspect multiple people worked on this game, each with their own talents. But all of those aspects of it are very well executed, in my opinion. So in the Sun Temple area, if you were able to catch the sun's glare on the puzzle, you could see the solution. That doesn't seem to be the case here. I don't see anything apart from a smooth surface. The other possibility is we just need to reflect something somewhere. When I first saw one of these lasers pop up, I thought, oh, we're going to have to reflect a laser at some point. But none of the lasers are coming this way. And I don't really understand what we're doing with this. I'm going to keep spinning it round in case something happens when it's pointing a particular way. But I don't see anything happening. No, yeah, pointing it at the sun isn't making a puzzle appear, and pointing it away from the sun isn't making a puzzle appear. If it's designed to reflect something somewhere else, I probably need to find the something that it's supposed to be reflecting. Okay, might need to come back to that one then. While I'm up here, this wall is quite clearly a environmental puzzle. But it looks like I can't. You see, it's sort of glowing slightly and then fizzling out. I can't start it from here. I need to be somewhere where that shape makes a perfect circle. Where can I be where that's the case? About up here. No, that's actually worse. Yeah, I need this to appear as a circle. Maybe I actually need to be up that tower, in which case I can't solve it yet. But yeah, then I'll be able to trace along this black wall. Also, what's down there? Something down there. Not sure what it is. But yeah, so things that look like they're just sort of ruins that are just there arbitrarily are actually puzzles in disguise. What other wires? This is probably the most important wire to power up because that opens the door to get in. So let's focus on that one. That one comes from this church building. Actually, can we solve... does it work from up here? It works from up here. Okay. Here's another example of solving an environmental puzzle. This wall is longer than I realised. Okay, all the way around there. And I think there's actually two. I think you can also go this way. But you need to be standing at a different angle for that to happen. There's also a bell. And another tape recording. I'm a bit worried about how long this will go on, but I'll start it anyway.
Oh my God. How does it happen in this poor old world?
It's all philosophical nonsense.
That thou art so great, and yet nobody finds thee. That thou callest so loudly, and nobody hears thee. That thou art so near, and nobody feels thee. That thou givest thyself to everybody, and nobody knows thy name. Men flee from thee, and say they cannot find thee. They turn their backs and say they cannot see thee. They stop their ears and say they cannot hear thee. Hans Dank, circa 1520. Wait a second. This is stars. So with the star shape, the mechanic is each star has to be in a region with exactly one other star of the same colour. No more, no less. And I looked at this before when I knew the mechanic, but I thought that's impossible. There's an odd number of stars. So unless somehow
pink and red star count together, but they don't. So is there some trickery going on here, whereby one of those stars isn't real or something, and you've got to use the environment to tell you? We've already solved this puzzle. This is an example of the mechanic. When you have stars, you have to put 2 of them in, well, 8 pointed stars. You have to put 2 of them in a region and not any other number. So at first glance, this puzzle is impossible. And at second glance, it's still impossible. Ren says it took him way too long. So it is in fact hard, and it's not just Emma being dum-dum. And what I think we need to do is open this door. That will then give us some sort of environmental clue about how to solve the puzzle in there, which will then light up this cable and open the door. My theory. So yeah, of the 4 cables leading into this building, we've solved 1. We've become very confused on 2 others. There is a 4th one, which is this one, which is out of this red building. Where I couldn't even find a puzzle. Oh, no, it comes into the building and then it goes out again. And then goes up to the top. Okay, so how do we get on top of this building? Okay, looks like we get on that building by extending some sort of bridge here, which means solving this area. Which means ... Finding a puzzle to solve. Is this a puzzle? Finding the puzzles is half the challenge. This door open? I don't think that opens. Lana says, I will go now, Emma. Have a good rest of your stream and sleep well later. Thanks, Lana. I will probably be ending soon myself. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you, Lana. Yeah, so the challenge for us at the moment is just getting up here. Need to look for something that might get us up, and I think the most likely candidate for that was this. Looks like if we somehow get this to move, then that will lower this stairway, and then we can get up there. I don't know what controls that. It doesn't actually seem to be controlled by a wire. Can't interact with these plates. It looks like we need to cut this cable and then this drops down, but we don't have a cable cutting mechanism in this game that I know of. Unless, of course, it's a puzzle. Have we solved this? I assume we have, because the door's open. Also, there doesn't seem to be any ooze on it. But why would we need to open that door when there's a gaping hole in the building? Like, what's the purpose of that door? The purpose of these ruins? Yeah, there's puzzles here as well. This puzzle depends on this one. Ah, yes, we haven't solved this. Okay. There must be an environmental clue needed for this one. Is it these trees? Because these puzzles are symmetrical top to bottom, and the reflection of these trees makes them conveniently symmetrical top to bottom. And this path here makes you approach the puzzle from this direction, thereby misleading you, and that's exactly what they like to do in this game. Brute Force says BRB, I'm going to grab some food. No problem, Brute. I will be ending soon, but that shouldn't stop you from acquiring food. Okay, it looks like that lines up nicely with the grid. So, do we need to do this? We do need to do that. Okay. Progress. That's going to light up this. Which... we're going to solve it based on this wire, it looks like. So, because I'm so bad at these, I'm going to draw it on the screen so I can refer to it later. No. I've already messed it up. I think you're going right 2 blocks at the start, up 2, along down 1, left down, right down 1, along 2, up left 1, up left 1, up left 2, up right 3, down, along, up. That shape. Does that translate to this? Sort of, if you ignore the bits that are too far outside, it would be this shape. Okay, good. Yeah, I do resort to drawing on the screen for some of these. That takes... okay, that lights that up, but also it comes over here to this. Which looks like some sort of targeting system, which is a bit worrying. Okay, how would I... We had a puzzle earlier where fruit on trees was the solution, but that's because the puzzles looked like trees. This doesn't look like a tree. Yeah, this is like aiming something left and right and then up and down. So what are we aiming and why? What are we aiming at and where are we aiming from? Like I assume if we just... Yeah, if you just pick something random, it not only cancels that, but also cancels this. Which is annoying. And you have to go here and enter this again. Like, if you get your password wrong, you have to re-enter it or something. Very annoying. It gets to deter people from trying to brute force things, which makes sense. And I don't intend to brute force it. I don't even intend to brute force 242 it. I just don't see what this is relating to in the environment. There are gaps in the notches. Just one gap on the left and 2 gaps on the top. Which must relate to something. Don't see what it relates to though. Yeah, I think this is a prerequisite to solving this section. So that's why that section didn't make any sense. We hadn't solved this. Yeah, I don't know what this is doing. I think it's to do with this tree because both because the tree is in the same area as the puzzle, but also because the wire sort of coils through the tree, as if to hint that here it is. And also because the tree has this bright red fruit in it. And if we were doing one of those tree puzzles, then it would be right, right, left, right. But this is like up and down. So maybe it isn't that. Yeah, I'm stumped on this one, unfortunately. I'll have to come back to that. So we know, yeah, we know how to unlock those puzzles. That area. This, yeah, I think this is related, this thing is related to this area, and therefore to this wire. This red area and this building and this building are part of the same puzzle, which requires us to lower this staircase, but I don't know how to do that yet. I don't think that requires solving the area we were just in. I think this is its own area. It clearly has something to do with what's in here. This looks suspiciously like a circle that will become part of an environmental puzzle. I don't think it is at the moment. Maybe when the bridge connects, it will be. Does the path through this relate in some way to a puzzle? Yeah, because does this grid match this? It does. Okay. Which end would be the start and which end would be the end? Also, hang on, it stops here, so it's not that. Oh, is it? Ah, is it that we're supposed to visualize what happens if it's blocked? Okay, how is this oriented? Okay, in the corner. So, if this is the start, it will be facing this way to face the same way as the one on the door. So coming in, we'd immediately go right 3 and then up and then left 3 and then up and then right 1 up, long, down, up. Okay. So like this. And then that? No, okay. I remembered it wrong. I can't walk and draw on the screen at the same time. I'm just going to grab some paper. So it is along 3. 1, 2, 3, up 1. 1, 2. 3, yeah, then it's back left 3. And then up 1. And then right 1. And then up 1. And then right 1. And then down 1. And then right 1. And then down. Oh. Yeah, I see the problem now. This this intersects with where I was, doesn't it? Oh wait, no, hang on. No, it doesn't go like that. It goes right 3, up 1, left. Then left again, but in there it moves up. It goes up inside there, and you can't see it happening. Because there's 1, 2 here. Yeah, so I'm I'm usually better at visualizing this sort of thing. I think I'm getting tired. I'll end soon. Right up, right down, right down, which is now possible. It doesn't intersect my path. Right up, up. Okay. And then I just have to draw that on here. which is going to be that. No, that. Okay, we did something. Yeah, and then that activates that. And then we get more puzzles to puzzle. Ah, this is a... For once, all the information is on the puzzle, not on the environment. Three of these. Well, they can't be stacked one on top of the other because that would be 6 tall and it's only 5 tall. Otherwise, that would work. It can't be in the middle. Oh, unless this. That's a valid solution, right? Yeah. Okay, that's a valid solution. It didn't do anything. I was hoping it might extend the bridge. About solving it to this side. This isn't just a really slow-moving bridge, is it? It is actually stationary. Yeah. We've had some slow-moving things in this game. I don't know, this seems like a perfectly valid solution. And in fact, I can't think of one that doesn't contain all the pieces. Like this shape works, but there's no getting to the top if you draw that shape. Oh, it's over there. Did that do something down here? I see. Is this related some way to this? Well, this is a 3x3 grid and this is a 3x5 grid. So maybe. Yeah, I'd like this to somehow be the answer, but it doesn't fit. Conditions of the puzzle. Let me do something weird at the top here. Not make any difference. Not that I can see. Ben says you're on the right track. Well, what was I on the right track with? The fact that this is a solution. Oh, like that. Oh, okay, right. So this does relate to this, but in a roundabout way. The shape you draw is the shape that these 3 pieces move into. Okay. Okay. I was worried for a moment that wasn't a valid connection. Is that in fact an environmental puzzle at the bottom now? I thought I saw. This circle is just suspicious. It's not clickable though, so guess not. Okay, black and white squares, we know how to do these. This is a 2-sided thing, but it'll work. More black and white squares. Leaving the white square on its own is perfectly fine as long as there's no... White squares and white squares can't share. It's okay to... aggregate them as long as they are. Each region you create has to only have one colour squaring, is the answer. So this works. It's increasingly hard to visualise. But that works. Okay. And... ooh. No, I need that white one to be on its own. That works. Okay, we have opened another door in the tower. Unfortunately, it's not the bottom door, so we still can't go in the tower. We've opened 2 of the doors halfway up. So that's progress. And I think I might end things there today, to be honest. I don't feel I'm going to make progress on this stupid star puzzle today, which is the one we actually need to make progress on. Because my understanding of the stars is you have to have an even number of them in a region, and there's an odd number of them here. My sort of alternate theory was this is that colour nonsense again, and so, you know, this is in some way the colour of the stars as seen through a particular colour filter, like we were just doing, but, oh shit, there is a there is a coloured filter. I was like, there's no coloured filters anywhere. There's one here. Oh, this game. Hang on, where were the colours again? No, that doesn't work then. Wait. That's not... oh, no, that's not possible. Yeah, but it's still not possible. Because there's a 3-way intersection. So how would I force it into 2s? Yeah, I actually still don't get it. Oh wait, hang on. That. Oh no, over one here. That. Yeah. No, that's still 3. This. Okay. This just looks wrong. And then that opens up this, which we solve with ... This? Yeah, probably this. Is it? I do love this game, like, in many ways, but one thing I perhaps don't love so much about it is where you need to position your camera extremely precisely to solve a puzzle. This is one such case. Did that do? Oh, that opened the door. Okay. So we're not actually done yet because there's still one unpowered wire. But we do get to climb up the tower and admire the view from here and this door that was still shut. And okay, that I came up here to see if this thing worked. You can see where the line is going to go, but I guess it only works from the very top. Okay, well, we made progress today. That's good enough for me. We'll leave it there. We will tackle the final section of the town next time. Let's end on a nice Scenic, idyllic windmill and random laser in the sky. So thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much for the hype train earlier, and with the gift sub, Lana with the 100 bits, LT Bagger with 200 bits, Ander with another gift sub, an anonymous person gifting to Ander, could have been Ander gifting to himself, we may never know. Brute Force, thank you so much once again for the raid. Ren, thank you for the 500 bits. Oh my god. You and Debago are keeping it very close at the top of the bits leaderboard. The lead is going back and forth between you all the time. Thank you so much for that, Ren. That really means a lot. Thank you, Izzy, for resubbing for 5 months. Thank you so much, Lady L, for 5 gift subs. And thank you, Hazel, for resubscribing. I think I caught everyone. Apologies if I missed anyone. We're going to look for somebody to raid now. And you know what? Noelia is playing the Witness again. So this might be a repeat of last week's raid, but I think it's an appropriate repeat of last week's raid. It's always nice when you can raid into the same game. And we've only gone there once before. So actually, no, it's not even last week. It was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah, this was 2 weeks ago. We can definitely go there. Noelia is playing the Witness and has just reached the Sun Temple section. So if you'd like to see somebody else tackle the bit that I got stuck on, this might be a good opportunity to do so. Raid Noelia. Get that set up. There we go. So I will be back on Friday for a extra stream where I will be completing the Dark Star run of unpacking, and then in whatever time is left, I'll use that to start something new, which I think is going to be Garden Galaxy. It's a sort of idle zen cozy game. Not much gameplay, but you get to build a nice little garden. So that will be a good thing to chat and relax to. Saturday will be the next instalment of Spiritfarer, and back here same time, same place next week for the next instalment of The Witness. If you would like to spam a raid message in chat, subscribers can use this. If you're not subscribed, use any emotes you would like, but I present for your consideration these dancing dinosaurs. And if you would not mind spamming a raid message, that would be quite helpful because it sort of gives an impact to the raid. So until Friday, thank you all very much for watching, and bye for now.